Today, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to do my best to rank all these movie and television streaming sites that they have in Canada. And then you guys are going to discuss it with me down below. Hi, as you guys know, I'm Chris Humphrey. And today we are going to take all these streaming services and rank them 1 to 6. Obviously, there's more, but I'm Canadian, so these are the gist of the ones that we have. And then I'm going to tell you the ones I didn't rate because they are terrible. Now, in the start of it, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top because I find it's better to work to the premium one. So first off is number 6, and my number 6, as you can see today, is the lovely Crave Television by Bell Media. It's my one of the lowest ones I have rated on here for the sole purpose A that it's expensive. The UI is terrible, and the only reason I have it is because it's the only way you can get HBO in Canada unless you want to become a pirate and sail those 7 seas, which I do not do, and I do not condone at all. Okay. Uh, and then the television shows on Crave, you get to see that you don't really have anywhere else, would be like Arrow. Not much. But when you add HBO Max to it, it gives you some benefit. It's got the great Doom Patrol on there, Veep, Succession, The Last of Us have just finished, but this is the only way. I also find that it's a little expensive. It's about $300 with taxes in Canada for the year. That's also another reason why I ranked it number 6. Now we go to my next one, which is number 5, which is good old Netflix. Now Netflix is been losing its steam ever since in Canada it's rolled out the you can't have it in more than 2 homes. I get the backlash. I get people upset about it. It is what it is. Sometimes we got to take a step back because pirates are always going to be around. I don't know where they are, but they're always going to be around. Uh, the reason why I ranked Netflix number 5 is because it has come a long way and gotten so expensive so fast. There's still some great television shows I think you should watch on there, like You. No, I don't mean You, but the TV show called You, uh, based off of a fantastic book. Bridgerton, if you're into that kind of stuff. And then there's The Recruit, The Night Agent, some of the newer stuff. But if you go back in time, House of Cards, Bloodline, which was phenomenal, and so many other shows that they have. They tend to get movies a little more first, so that's usually first place to go, but I'm going to rank it number 5. As for lovely number 4, it's the lovely Prime Video. And if you don't know anything about that, well, that's Amazon's big one. It, like everything else, is tending to get a little more expensive. I believe it's $100 plus tax now for the year. When it comes to the UI, it's very simple, very easy to use. I do hate the search bar if you're using an Apple TV or anything like that, but it has the new releases and everything beautiful along the way that I would, if I were you, recommend. Lots of good TV shows on there that I would recommend. In particular, Goliath is one of my all-time favorites. Sneaky Peek is a great one. And if you want to get into some classic shows, depending on where you are, you can get Everybody Hates Chris, Supernatural, Justified, some of my favorites. And their movies aren't that bad. And despite what people thought, the Lord of the Rings TV show was okay. But for bang for your buck, I'm going to rank it number 4, which then comes to my next one, which is the lovely number 3. And this is a personal favorite of mine ever since they expanded here in Canada, and it's Paramount Plus. It's ripe for the picking with all these lovely original shows like 1923, 1883, um, Yellowstone, those are all in the same universe. Or another favorite of mine, Tulsa King. Personally, it's been the longest streaming service I've had. I've kept it around since it was CBS All Access because I used to collect, I know you're going to laugh, NCIS, NCIS LA, NCIS New Orleans, CSI, CSI Miami, and New York. I used to collect them all on DVDs and Blu rays, but I was losing space. So when I saw CBS All Access was here and they were giving me the seasons up front, I didn't have to buy any more DVDs and Blu-rays, and I could just watch them straight from there. Great. It's come a long way. It started as CBS All Access. It was very basic. For some reason, we got CBS News in Canada, which we're not supposed to get, but we get it on the app. But it's gradually gotten better. It's added some of its stuff, and now it's changed its name to Paramount Plus, and it's gotten 10 times better. It's added all the Star Trek, which I'm a fan of. It's added new episodes of their new shows, and depending on where you're located, it's added some of the Universal movies and television shows. And if you're in Brazil, because that's where my wife is from, it adds all the Showtime and MTV stuff. So I'm not saying go out there and VPN your Paramount Plus, but if you do, they can shut you down at any time. But if you do, maybe check out the Brazil section and you get some of those Showtime stuff like Dexter, Dexter New Blood, Yellow Jackets, and uh, what's that? The Affair, which is another good show. As for number two on the list, which is the next one up. It's the love of my life, Disney Plus. Now, this one's very new. It's probably one of the more popular ones because it has all your favorites like The Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, Fantasia, Lion King, and all that are there. But it keeps coming out with new television shows and new movies to go along with it, like Mighty Ducks Game Changer, Mandalorian, which everybody loves, and then all those Marvel movies and Marvel shows like Moon Knight, WandaVision, Miss Marvel, and so much more coming out, which I can't wait for Daredevil. The new Daredevil show, it's coming back, which is great. Charlie Cox is back. I'm excited. It gets the best bang for your buck in Canada because, and I'm not telling you to connect to a VPN again because they might be watching, but if they are not, connect to a VPN. In Canada, we get Star Plus because of all the rights that they bought for distributing Fox movies and television show. And the Star Plus stuff has everything new and everything old of Fox that it gives you so much more. Like See How They Run, Babylon, not Babylon, or is it? Yeah, it is. Um, Barbarian is what I was going to say. And all these others movies that you can watch on there through the Star Plus. But make sure you, if you have kids, make sure you block that off because a lot of that is horror stuff like American Horror Story and things like that. Block that off there just because you might not want them to stumble around onto some of the horror stuff unless you're like my parents and you didn't care. Look at how I turned out, beautiful, right? um, and last but not least, the one that nobody likes that I really like is Apple TV. Nobody's watching it. I don't know why. It's probably a marketing problem more so than anything because you can get Apple TV on your Android, you can get Apple TV on your TV and your computer. You don't need Apple to get Apple TV Plus. It has the best bang for your buck for price because you can just pay for a subscription and you'll get access to MLS 360, which, if you don't know what that is, that's their new Saturday sport event where they jump around from all the Major League Soccer um, matches. MLS is the North American equivalent of the Premier League, La Liga, and all that. And it jumps around like NFL Red Zone does, which you should also have if you're a big sports fan. And on Fridays, again, it's going to have baseball. 1 to 2 baseball games every Friday, and you get that included in your subscription. So for a sports fan like me, it's must have. But where they really get you is it's cheap. I think it's only $6 last I checked a month, or $60 for the year. You get tons of quality of TV shows and movies. The movies might not be up to the par of the television shows, but the television shows alone, whether it's with Jason Momoa, whether it's um, Hello Tomorrow with Billy Crudup, The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston, Billy Crudup, um, Reese Witherspoon, so many great people in that show. Steve Carell, you name it. Truth be told, the third season just wrapped up. Oh, what a season! I think it's because it hit close to home with Octavia Spencer, uh, um, Mekhi Phifer. Great show. And then fan favorites, Ted Lasso, which everybody seems to be pirating. Same with Jon Stewart, or the problem with Jon Stewart. Everybody seems to be pirating because they don't seem to be subscribing to it. But I digress. I'm not being paid by Apple. If they want to pay me to shell out Apple TV, I will take the bribe. I mean, I'll take the payment uh, to talk about all their shows like Dear Edward and Acapulco and so many heartbreaking shows that you guys should be watching. You should be. And it confuses me that nobody's watching Physical, and the list goes on. Calls, Tehran, you name it. Invasion. There's so many things I can say. I sound like an Apple TV show, but for best bang for your buck, that's why I say that's the best one. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are your rankings of these ones? And what are the ones you didn't rate, like CBC Gem or Discovery or all those other things? And I didn't include the countless of channels you can get, like Stars and AMC, because they don't really have their own apps. You have to get through Apple TV or Prime, or you have to get through um, Crave. Now, let me know what you guys think of me. Let me know what you think of the my ranking, and give me your ranking, and we can discuss. But if I don't see you again, I like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ciao. Producer, hit my music.